And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River, it's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. Look at the Trailblazers. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, the Clippers, 2 games back.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've had such a disappointing season. Even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
No, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to everyone, the players, the coaches, the fans. I mean, there was the idea that they might struggle, but now reality is setting in.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Thank you, Kevin. The Blazers have now been in the playoffs 8 straight seasons. Damian Lillard says, me and CJ in our careers, we've always won. Now, our team hasn't won the championship, but we've always won. And I think a big part of that is you know how to impact winning and make it happen. Guys, back to you.
He does. When it's on the line, it is Dame time. Thank you, DA. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Morris at 4, with Ibaka at the 5. Guard spot filled by Jackson and George. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, Covington is at the 4, with Nurkic at the 5. At the guard spots, longtime teammates Lillard and McCollum. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved. For their rookie seasons.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game. And know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
Outside Jackson. Here's Ibaka. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And as long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
Jackson kicks to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Well, you can't leave somebody that wide open when Jackson's running the show. Reggie will find him every time.
Passes it to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. The dish to Lillard. And the shot is good.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
It's tipped. Here's George. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Solid play there from PG, absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one. And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor. And early on, they looked great. They've made all four of their shots to start this game.
Winslow kicks to Jackson. Back to Winslow. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard with the rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Let it go with the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Their first miss after a perfect 4 for 4 start. Still, I really like the game plan they've come out with.
Ibaka, Los Angeles with another miss. Portland's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Over Jackson. 8 feet away. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Well, how often do we hear, you got to take care of the basketball? I mean, they got to be much more disciplined tonight.
Lillard with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Back to McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
And even though he's 6'3", McCollum is still capable of dunking it on him. Can't forget about his athleticism.
McCollum against George. Driving the lane. Makes it off the glass. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
McCollum against George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got 10 points.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Jackson misses. Trailblazers lead by 5. Down low. Here's Covington. No good on that one.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Covered by Lillard. He can't get it to go. Now Portland takes it the other way. Inside. And the dunk by Covington.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
George looking over the floor. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Lillard against Jackson. Shot from free throw range. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Looked like they were just going through the motions.
Only surprise is that the margin wasn't greater. I mean, somehow they managed to hang around despite the lack of effort.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Lillard against Jackson. The pass to Ibaka. Over McCollum. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Paul. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis. Driving inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
No, absolutely not. And in his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cody Zeller comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Nance in for Robert Covington. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. The free throw drops for Powell. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 6. Tries again. Nice D from Lillard.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Here's Nance. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's George. And it's Portland with the rebound. 3-on-3. That's a 2 from Lillard. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Lillard's got 7.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game, taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Lillard against Jackson. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
And George gets it to go.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
To the middle, stolen by Jackson. Laying a hand on it, and stolen by Zeller. McCollum outside. Tries from 10. A nice shot by Zeller. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Jackson. Nance with some nice D.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
And the dunk by Powell.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Zubac kicks to Jackson. In the corner, George with it. Just 5 on the clock. George double-teamed. And the Clippers miss again.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And the dunk by Zeller.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
For the Trailblazers, Tony Snell's checked in for Powell, and it's Simons in for McCollum. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And comes in for Justice Winslow. Kennard, he's checked in for George. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Jackson. That one good for 2.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Snell. Nance outside. That's a 2 from Simons. And with the rebound.
A golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Pass to Kennard. Charity stripe shot. Got a piece of it. Kennard against Nance. Simons the pass to Nance. Kennard on the wing. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Portland leading by 12. Nance down low. Kennard covering. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Batum finds Bledsoe. Here's Mann. Pass to Batum. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Passes to Bledsoe. Can't hit that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. To the inside. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist by Nance. Zeller's got 6 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Bledsoe outside. 27 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Zubac. Rebound collected by Snell. Portland leading by 18. Oh, Nance in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. It's the Trailblazers running away with it. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. What a great connection between the Blazers and these Portland fans, Greg. Damian Lillard made clear how much they mean to him. It is, I agree, and the Blazers have certainly given them plenty to cheer for.
and teams more than ever appreciating the impact of a loud home crowd. It just gives you a lift.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's man in a small forward spot. Simons from outside. Good on the triple. Simons has got his second basket of the night. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Man passes to Bledsoe. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bledsoe's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Simons surveying the D. He kicks it to Snell. Here's Simons. Over Kennard. Kennard with the rebound. Bledsoe outside. Left side, Ibaka. That's tipped.
Registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots the teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. McLemore, the pass to Simons. He takes it in. Here's Snell. Rebound by the Clippers. Bledsoe outside. Now the pass to Kennard. Ibaka outside. Here's Bledsoe. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Trailblazers leading by 18. To the paint. Here's Zeller. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Zeller's got 8 points.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Kennard, the bounce pass. Pass to Ibaka. Over McLemore. Ibaka, no luck. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Snell, no good. Clippers trail by 20. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but, you know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dreams.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Robert Covington comes in for Larry Nance. Norman Powell's checked in for Tony Snell. And McCollum subbed in for Anthony Simons. And he makes both free throws.
Well, so far, if you look at the totality, Batum has put together a very impressive career. He's had a great stroke from outside in addition to his outstanding defense.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. McCollum, Powell, no one around him. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Here's George. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Working hard for those 2 points. PG can score from just about anywhere on the floor.
Here's McCollum. Unable to get that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. George against McCollum. George, no good. Trailblazers leading by 16. Inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. The free throw drops for Powell. A different look for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. And it's Jackson in for Kennard. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Clippers trail by 18. Pass to George. Now Ibaka. Shoots over Jokic. Ibaka, no luck.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
Here's Covington, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And one of the few NBA players out of an HBCU, Robert Covington, undrafted out of Tennessee State University, has had to work for everything he's gotten in this league.
He got his feet wet in the lean years in Philly when they were really trusting the process and not a lot of flash in his game, all about determination and detail.
First free throw is good. And it's 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan. Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
And both free throws good for Covington.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
To the inside. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And this is one of those nights where George came in aggressive and stayed that way. He's been incredible.
And a wide open look for McCollum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Clippers trail by 20. Jackson dishes to Ibaka. Kicks to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And George just so aggressive. When he's got that edge inside, he is looking to power it home.
Trailblazers leading by 18. Powell, the pass to McCollum. The shot's good.
Oh, and McCollum, he's an exceptional shooter. He loves sticking it to the D when they're right in his face.
Powell against George. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It's stolen by Ibaka. Guarded by McLemore. Goes up to the stripe and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
When Morris gets free from mid-range, he's very effective. Love seeing him getting it going from there.
Outside, Covington. Out to the right wing. Off target with the open look.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
It's rebounded by McLemore. Trailblazers leading by 18. Passes it to Covington. McCollum outside. There's the pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. That falls. Feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
And at 280 pounds, I mean, Nurkic is difficult to deter, even when you hit him. I mean, he's just so strong.
And the Clippers call time here. And you think about the skill needed to hit off-balance shots, and with a hand in your face defensively, Chris, C.J. McCollum has got an awful lot in his bag of tricks, doesn't he?
But the pull-up game is something he's been doing his whole life. Now he's doing it from long range too, and that's what's the scary thing, Kevin, for the rest of this league.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Pass to Zubac. Winslow kicks to George. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Lillard left side. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside Jackson. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the middle, deflects the pass. Covington. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
A composed player. Covington doesn't get bothered by physical defense. He keeps the concentration on difficult shots.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. Free throw drops for Covington.
Drafted in 2013, I mean, Robert Covington, he spent his first years out of college in the G League, but he was perfecting his craft. And now what? He's a hot commodity in the NBA.
Here's Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. Zubac has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Oh, no hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
McCollum against George. And it's sent back by George.
Few players have a bigger impact defensively than Paul George. A fixture on the all-defensive team. PG, a nightmare for opponents.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Throw good, Paul George.
And I still think back to the leap George made in the 2012-2013 season. He won Most Improved Player that year. It was amazing how he put it all together. He went from a very good player to a superstar.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Jackson against Lillard. And the rejection by Zubac. Jackson against Covington. Jackson misses.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Nurkic with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Memphis.
And and 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
Yeah, this is fun to watch. Lillard going up with some real power to finish the dunk.
Jackson against Lillard. Now here's Jackson. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Zeller, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. On defense, Portland. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Releases. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
You can't be too far off Covington. He's skilled at sizing up the defense and firing once he gets it.
Defended by Covington. The high post shot, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. He's got 6. Trailblazers leading by 20. Mccollum passes to Zeller. Lillard surveying the D. Powell down low, covered by Winslow. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, Lillard, and they recover it. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn you.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Covington kicks to McCollum. Yep, that one goes in there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Los Angeles guys shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. George with the ball, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Outside Jackson, 6 on the shot clock. Powell on the double team. Winslow wide open, and he fires, misses the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Powell finds McCollum. Here's Zeller, defended by George. 18 feet out. Here's Powell. Lays it up, and despite the excellent defense at that, Powell's got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Jackson. The tray, and it's sent back by Lillard. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Trailblazers delivering the blowout. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. What did you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Subs, superb. I mean, they played like starters.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Their effort on the board has been horrendous. That's a good way to get blown out. Only way they can turn this thing around is to start winning the rebounding battle, win the battle of possession. Otherwise, they're my favorite, avocado toast.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from George.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting the shots.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The veteran pair of Lillard and McCollum are the guards. Covington is at the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Powell in at the 3. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Lillard finds McCollum. Outside, Covington. Lillard against Jackson. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. And McCollum puts up a deep 3. Again, McCollum missing. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Covington sends it back.
Looking like the all-defensive player he is. Covington saying, not here, not now.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George.
And C.J. McCollum graduating with a bachelor's in journalism, something he's already putting to use covering the league.
Well, he might be coming for our jobs, Greg, but his intellect is something that serves him on the court as well, studying the game and his opponents.
Throw good, McCollum.
And the leap McCollum has taken has been remarkable. From little used reserve his first 2 years to star scorer. Are you kidding me?
That one falls, so he hits both of them. About 1 minute played here in the second half. George against McCollum. And George, here we go. Count it, good. George has got 26 points.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. McCollum deciding where to go with it. 5 to shoot, and it's good. 2 points. 20 points for him.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
McCollum against George. Bucket is good. George has got 6 in the quarter.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Here's Lillard. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Down low, Ibaka. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
McCollum outside. Shoots from 12. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And you love how Morris keeps his focus on the basket. You can whack him all you want, but he's still going to knock down those shots.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Nancy's checked in for Robert Covington. Tony Snell comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for McCollum. And then for Los Angeles, Mann's checked in for Winslow. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Jackson.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
Here's Nurkic, and the layup's good off the glass. Nurkic has got his 2nd bucket tonight. The Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Passes it to Ibaka. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And we talked about this before, Chris, but great to see you inducted at long last into the Naismith Hall of Fame. It is so well-deserved, and all of us are thrilled for you and your family.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. It means a lot. Shout out to my parents, my family, and all my teammates. It's a special feeling. You never dream of making it to the Hall of Fame, and tell you what, it's a surreal feeling right now. Thanks, buddy.
The free throw drops from Ibaka.
One of the best free throw shooting bigs in the league, but that wasn't always the case for Ibaka. He has put in a ton of work.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in. Ibaka hits both of them. Trailblazers leading by 20. Here's Simons. He's got 5, 11 feet away. Misses off the left iron.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here is Lillard. He's got 13. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
What poise right there from Lillard. Outstanding at finishing in tight spots.
The pass to Ibaka. He dishes it to Bledsoe. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Mann. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. He kicks it to Snell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Drills it from outside. Lillard's got 18 points in the game.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
Pass to Mann. Puts it up from 12. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Into the lane, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing, not giving them an inch of space out there.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And the first one drops. Cody Zeller's checked in for Lillard. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Zubats is checked in. So he gets them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Clippers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Pass to Kennard. Driving to the basket. Yes, that goes in.
Not just a jump shooter. Kennard is more than capable of doing real damage from the interior as well.
Snell, the pass to Simons. Zeller trying to free himself up. And another shot. Out to Nance. Beyond the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Nance has got 9 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now Kennard. Outside for Batum. And it's Portland with the rebound. Snell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the rejection by Zubac. Bledsoe against Nurkic. Kennard on the wing. Zubac in the post. And he uses the glass on the layup. Zubac has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Here's Simons. He has 7. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Cranes the three-pointer.
You know, with Kennard, he can do things other than shoot. I mean, and that helps to open up the 3-ball for him.
Here's Simons. He's got 9. For the 3. They get it back. Nance. And the rejection by Zubac. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Clippers now. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. Over in the corner, Batum. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Batum. Misses off the right iron.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
Pass to Kennard.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just want it more right now. You got to love the hustle.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. And Portland making a change here. McLemore is checked in. Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Justice Winslow comes in for Man. Here's Snell. No points in the game yet for him. Misses from close range. Three-pointer. And Marcus Morris with the 3.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here he goes. Snell kicks to McLemore. Nance dishes to Zeller. And the pass to McLemore. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer. Snell drains it from beyond the arc. Snell's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, using that wire refrain. Snell beats the good defense. Tough hoop.
Pass to Winslow. Not going to go that time. And it's Portland the other way.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
1:36 left here in the third quarter. Here's Snell. Pulls up. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Bledsoe outside. 8 feet away. That one goes in. He's got 13.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
Here's Simons. He's got 9. Here's Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Zubac the pass to Winslow. Here's Bledsoe. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 32 seconds left in the third. Three-pointer, Simons knocks down the 3-ball. Simons has got 12.
Wow, he's a confident shooter from 3-point range. I mean, even with the D hovering near him.
Covered by Nance. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Nance.
Wow, look at Morris. Just using that big body of his to draw contact. The defense has a tough time matching up with him.
For Los Angeles, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Jackson against McCollum. 3 seconds left, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Well, I think it's fair to say we can add this to the list of huge games McCollum's had in his career. I mean, one crisp bucket after another tonight.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, we've got Marcus Morris. Jackson is out there with Johnson. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Johnson kicks to Jackson. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Even when the D is draped around him, Jackson knows how to finish close to the rim. Just such a skilled player.
McLemore, the pass to Smith. Back to McLemore. Smith against Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. He's covered by Brown. Outside Jackson. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
Smith with it. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Up and under and in. I mean, thinking on the fly with the double clutch.
Here's Hartenstein. Coffee can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
For the Trailblazers, Powell, he's checked in for Little. McCollum comes in for Ben McLemore. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Dennis Smith. And Brown drops them both. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside, George. Stolen by McCollum. Pass to Covington. Portland again missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Shots good by Ibaka.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. George against McCollum. And George, here we go. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Mann comes in for Jackson. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Batum. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Even when the defenders are crawling on Batum, he gets the job done, knowing he can use his length to get off any shot he wants down there.
Lillard, the pass to Brown. Batum with the steal. Kicks it to Winslow. High post to Ibaka. Brown on him. Mann passes to Ibaka. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ibaka's got 10 points in just the second half.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
McCollum passes to Lillard. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Clippers trailed by 21. Passes it to Winslow. The game now requires so much movement. Big men have to cover a lot more ground. We know that. They are on the perimeter, Chris. Does that add some strain physically?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Who knows? But it's less bumps and bruises, which to me was more wear and tear. So I think every case is different. I don't think you can put a blanket statement over that, but you have to have some skill set today. Get out and run and guard in some different positions.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. And then for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for Batum. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Terrence Mann. Here's McCollum. It's Covington on the wing. Powell inside. Covered by Winslow. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
The free throw drops for Powell. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. For a number of seasons, offensive output, Greg, has been on the rise, as we've seen, but last year it went to a whole different level.
I mean, how about 2 years ago with Dallas? They had the greatest offensive season since all the way back in 1973, averaging over 116 points per 100 possessions. Get this, last year, 7 teams beat that record.
And good that time.
And Dame takes pride in being a leader. He passes like theirs. Speak to this.
And there's the pass to Ibaka. Puts it up from 12. And a dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass?
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
George against Lillard. George double teamed, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Portland has possession. Trailblazers leading by 22. Mccollum passes to Covington. The Trailblazers rebound. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Here's Winslow. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Yep, it counts. 21 points in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Winslow against Powell. And he gets it to go.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
To the paint. And there's Jackson on the assist by George. And that's now 8 points for Reggie Jackson.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got 7 rebounds in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
You know, Chris, no one wants to see play stop for a coach's challenge, but is that inconvenience outweighed by ensuring it was the right call?
It definitely is, Kevin. You know, we'd rather get the calls right than just be quick. Quality over quickness. That's how I like to think. But, you know, definitely, you don't want those calls all the time. But, yeah, late in the game, you need it. Guys work too hard.
That free throw missing. Cody Zeller's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And he's good on the second.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Off target from outside.
Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
count the basket.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
George against McCollum. Lillard outside. McCollum outside. The jumper from the free throw line is good. McCollum's got 24 points.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And this August, the Summer League was back in Las Vegas, Greg, and that's where you're from, that's where you played. How pleased are you to see your hometown become a mecca for the game in the offseason?
Oh, it is such a proud moment for me, born and raised here, growing up here. And quite honestly, I'm just thrilled that we have Summer League again. After what we've gone through, partner, it is just a breath of fresh air to get back to focusing on the little things.
And the Clippers have possession. To the middle, stolen by McCollum. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
Jackson dishes to Winslow. Pass to Ibaka. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. 18 points for Serge Ibaka.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
Here's Lillard. Here's Covington. It's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
The strength of Covington, willing these shots in, despite the D being very aggressive with.
Jackson, that's good.
He's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
McCollum against George. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Throws it up high.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Zeller against George. Fires from deep. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. Portland leading by 21. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Now here's Covington. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Nice physical play inside from Covington. Getting by the defender. Sending it in. And how many players have ever notched multiple 60-point games? The list? Wilt, Jordan, Kobe, Elgin Baylor, James Harden, and Damian Lillard.
You think of those cold-blooded scores, man, none better than Lillard.
Certain players inspire appropriate fear. When he hits half court, he's within range.
Stolen by McCollum. Passes to Zeller. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Now, there's the high basketball IQ of Zeller. He knows he's going to get whacked. He turns it into an and one.
And guys, Cody Zeller, the number 4 pick in the 2013 draft, he's carved out a niche as an effective role player.
Yeah, what I like about Zeller is that he knows his role. He doesn't force anything out there. He just plays his game. He's a quality teammate who guys like playing with.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Little, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Brown comes in for Norman Powell. Simons, he's checked in for McCollum. And Smith subbed in for Lillard. And the free throw, no good. All right, Greg, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think right now has the best backcourt in the NBA?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, so many terrific backcourts to choose from. You know, Phoenix has got to be in that conversation with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. But I'll tell you what, with the Splash Brothers healthy and back at it, it's just hard to beat that combination. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Portland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for C.J. McCollum.
Well, the biggest impact he had was with his on-the-ball defense. Such quick hands, his steals added up to a lot of extra possessions.
Clock at 6.
Nice touch from Kennard. I mean, a lethal mid-range shooter when given the chance to let it fly.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.